Hello, hello. First, I blow my nose. Hello, hello. Uh, hello. What have you been struggling with lately? Today, I want to talk about my struggle. First, I complain, then you complain in my comments to help me get views and support me and be there for me, and I will be there for you. This sounds like a fairy tale coming true. Yeah, just struggle in life. Yeah. Today I have listened to a lecture about money and relationship with money from Dr. K, of course, Dr. K, Olakunoja, healthygamer.gg. I love the lesson. I love the part where he talks about, to be financially in a better place in life, you have to sacrifice some things, and sometimes you have to sacrifice certain things that, you cannot have everything. You cannot have everything. For example, if you decide to wake up early in the morning, then study, work, and then go to work, and then come back and work more, focus on something, luck the fuck in. Lock in. If you lock the fuck in, go monk mode. But for real, if you decide that, maybe you'll not have time to socialize or not have time to do other things. You can maybe have time, but you have to sacrifice something. In order to get something you want, your desire, you have to give something in order to get something, right? So I have been thinking about, just for the last 10 years, I'm gonna whine now. I'm gonna vent a little bit, but that's how I feel like. Just gets. I mean, when I think about it now, from one point of view, it gets tiring, but also from another point of view, you just embrace it. It's life. You just keep on doodling in life. My story is, when I was young, I live in Serbia. So the situation here, when I was in high school, I realized, or I just gave up on things. I gave up on studying, gave up on anything because I didn't have the future. I didn't see any future being here. The system is corrupted. That's how I see, okay, this is again my video, my perception, my video. I get to talk. Me, my perception, me. I. This is how I see things. The system is corrupt. It's hard to get a decent job. It's even hard to, survive unless you find a job by yourself, maybe work online or work for a foreign company. But even then, that's better, I guess, yeah. There are ways, there are always options, but at that time, when I was in high school, I just saw one option, is that being part of the system, being deeply corrupted and choosing the things that I don't want to choose in order to just survive and get a job. And I also didn't see any reason to study, so I gave up, I was just like, I have to study, and then I don't have any future and no job, and that's how I perceive things. And I think it's not only my perception, it's also the reality here. And then I gave up on things, and it just got worse for me. Maybe I also made a video about this, but yeah, as I said, repeating is good. Things are good to repeat, and we are living in, we have automated thoughts. We have things that repeat in our lives. I don't want to say we live on a loop, but there are some things in our life that goes on a loop. They go on a loop, I don't want to be, nihilistic. Back to the topic again. So I decided to quit. I said no studying, nothing. I want to just give up. I don't want to just go to internet cafe, and I want to be I want to do whatever I want. I was just maybe subconsciously, but also I wanted to rebel and do whatever I want to do, and it was nice. Actually, I enjoyed that time. And I passed, high school. I went to university, and I mean, that time I barely studied because I didn't see any point. You know, get the degree and then no job, nothing, no future. And then I decided to help my family financially, and I decided to go abroad. I decided to go to China and everything, and I did help them. I sacrificed, but I did it for myself, number one, because I found I chose to be there for my family, support them financially, and provide as they did for me. And I did it first of all because of my need. Be there to support them financially, but also, you know, just to help them. Number one, because of me. That's my need, my value. And number two, to help them, yes, to be there for them. And things went well. I sacrificed some things to be in a. So I'm talking about being financially better, in a better place. Came back home because living in China long term, I didn't also see, not a lot of reason to stay there. Not I couldn't get any. It's not possible to get a citizenship there. As a foreigner, really hard. Then at that time there was a lot of air pollution there and the food and everything. When I think about it now, I also came back home because I was a little bit afraid to stay there. But also at the end of the day, there are a lot of complications there that I want to talk. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain in one video. But all in all, I came back home, then went back to China again. But my life has been up and down, and I felt like I have been sacrificing a lot. And after 10 years of sacrificing and working more and everything, I'm still in a position where I'm financially better. Yeah, but again, no future here. And then I'm back after 10 years or more, back where I need to sacrifice things in order to get a future. If I go abroad, I need to sacrifice some things to get a future there, to be and it gets, when I think about it now, the feeling, yeah, is tiring, but also the feeling is kind of liberating. You accept life, that this is life. And I think here my perception of being tired is false. It's just my part of my personality, because we have multiple personalities. It wants to protect me, and they say, no, be tired, no. But I think there is always a way to find balance in life. For example, if I choose to go somewhere and sacrifice, I don't have to sacrifice everything like I did in the past 2 years. I went to China, I sacrificed everything, just work from day to dawn and everything, no social life, I mean, I did, I went on, I did try my best, but I could try more, make it more balanced. So I think this is the key in life, to make your life sustainable, not to suffer, not to be attached to things too much, to detach yourself from things a little bit, to work on something, to find life complete. To Dr. K was also talking about this. I think it's also it has to do with Vedic psychology, to find duty, to be there for others, but also to he talked about relationship with money. So find duty, being there for others, earn money, find pleasure, like indulge in pleasure, and you involve spirituality in your life. But getting financially there, it's been a struggle for me. I mean, I can be financially better, but just like finding a place where I can, a stable place. That's why I'm looking to go abroad, because I look for this stability and place where I can belong and look long term. Staying in Serbia, I don't see that for me, honestly. And I have been trying. I have been doing my best. I have lived alone in the city, in another city. It just, the feeling is like, just like, the best feeling is being with, finding, I used to be with a girl that I really like, and being part of that relationship and working together towards the future. That's the beautiful part of being here, being with my family too. That's the part that I really, really love, and I don't want to, that's where I find belonging here. But other parts, it is what it is, Also in China, I could never find I never felt like I belonged there, like long term, because no citizenship, you have restricted rights, you have no freedom of speech, etc., etc. It's really hard. It was really hard for me. So I just go with the feeling, what feels right, what my heart tells me to do, and I'm gonna go with that and embrace fear and go towards fear and go from there. About feeling tired, sacrificing against things, I think it's just my perception telling me, and my part of my personality, my protector is coming to protect me. Protect me, Mr. Protector. What are you protecting me from? I'm protecting you from getting hurt or, sacrificing too much, not finding balance. Oh, thank you for protecting me. No problem. That's my personality talking to me. Again, guys, I'm totally sane. Don't worry. No, but I also learned that we all have multiple personalities. That's completely normal. And we have these protectors, and that's the beautiful part of being a human, right? So yeah, what about you guys? What are you struggling with sacrificing things to be financially in a better place? Like I'm currently, but I figured out in this video that I'm working towards not suffering and working towards, getting a better future and financially in a better place without sacrificing too much like I did before. Because I did before I used to work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, maybe 10 hours a day, and I would get depressed and and other symptoms. So I think it's really important now when I'm getting a little bit older and everything with the age, time to slow down. It's important to slow down. Okay, you want to sacrifice, but sacrifice in a smart way, sustainable way, in a way where you will not be feeling too tired and burnt out. It's okay to sacrifice things for a while, but then realize it's time to recharge and indulge yourself in pleasure. Go for a vacation or whatever you find rewarding. So that's my message for today's video. Please let me know in the comments below about you. Do you struggle about being financially in a better place? It's a struggle for me right now in Serbia. Like if I want to live alone and everything, I just struggle to live alone and work towards better future, and combining all the things. It's just, and I find like I have to sacrifice one thing to get in a better place. But do I want to sacrifice being alone again? That's the thing. I don't, that's another video, topic for another video. Again, guys, what do you struggle with when it comes to being financially in a better place? Again, do you find sacrificing too much? How do you sacrifice less? Please let me know in the comments below. Tonight, a little bit serious. I'm a little bit serious. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry for being me. Sometimes I think it's important to be a bit serious. Sometimes, he. And yeah, that's it. I like to make jokes, make people laugh. I hope I made you laugh watching a few of my videos, and sometimes made you cry, made you think. Did I color your word? Did I color your perception today? Did my perception become your perception? Think for yourself. Do me a favor. Think for yourself. Do you a favor. Think for yourself. See ya in the next video. Goodbye.